I understand we want to maybe look at some policies. My problem is when we get down to an individual business, are we then tying the council's hand or the staff's hands on a particular business? If there's a need and this council decides that maybe we want to review how we do some of these, I would see that as a reasonable choice. But as soon as we get to the point that says, I want this business to get this, to do this, why do we need all of that? Why don't we just run the city, the 9 of us, instead of hiring the best people that we can possibly find?
Well, that's not what this request is about. It's just to have a presentation made about the pros and cons of doing that and the criteria by which a decision to give somebody help, not this necessarily this specific business, but any business. It should apply across the board, not just to this specific business. And that's not what this request is about at all.
Well, and that's how it's coming across. And the challenge is, from a member of this council and from some of the people from the citizenry, that was one of the big bitches during the last couple weeks, because McDonald's is coming to town, and we hate McDonald's because the mayor's son happens to work for the corporation. Now all of a sudden you have a Mexican restaurant that you have some personal tie to, and you are asking for some kind of a special thing here.
I have no personal tie to any restaurant.
Well, and hopefully that's in
My
fact
only
true.
tie is that I was obligated to the people of War II to try to bring in,
Okay.
try to help the staff bring in
Mr. Jacob.
in the form of a restaurant, and that's what that
Yes,
is.
Mr. Jacob.
And I think we're getting, I'm sorry, go ahead.
You want to?
No, you're finished.
Go ahead, if you have something to say on this.
Well, it's just part of the discussion we've been having. You can finish your report. You know, I think we're kind of missing, me personally, missing the incentives, understanding of the incentives. I can give an incentive to somebody to take their restaurant to come here as part of a sales tax to help them out long term. I don't think incentives for a remodel or an upgrade to their restaurant or finishing out their tenant finish is really what that's for. It's for a FedEx that's bringing in a $32 million project to say, this is what we're going to do for you to bring in jobs into our city, and let's bring you in.